Welcome everyone to more of St. Francis Folly, and here I am in the Thor Room. Now the first thing you'll notice is this Thor hammer, and nothing else in the room. Basically what you gotta do is stand on this Omega symbol tile for half a second, and as soon as you hear the sound of the rusty hammer getting ready to fall, you want to immediately step off the tile before you get crushed by the Thor hammer. For instance, I can run across this tile and it doesn't fall. The hammer doesn't fall. So basically what you gotta do is stay on this tile for half a second and immediately step off this tile when you hear the rusty sound of the hammer. Just like that. And after the hammer falls, now you have this movable block. Push this movable block all the way to the wall and climb up on top and to move the other block that I see up there on that ledge. Push and move this movable block all the way to the end. Climb up, pick up the small health pack, take a step back, run and jump. It's quite a big gap. And here is the key for the Thor room. 2 keys down, only 2 more keys left to find. Now be very careful while making your way back down to the ground. And be very careful while making your way out of here, past this Thor hammer. And try not to take too much damage from this Thor hammer, while at the same time making your way back. Be on this side, and to be safe, and to prevent the electricity from that Thor hammer. Next up is the Atlas room. Pierre and those lions are down below. If you want to go down there to shoot them, you can. But if you want to wait till after you complete the puzzle rooms, you can do it that way too. Shoot the gorilla that's in this room here. Stand on this tile opens the gate, and as soon as you make your way into the room, the gate closes. Pick up this small health pack. Now basically what you gotta do in this room, you notice the boulder that's up there. Well, basically this tile that you see right here is where the boulder needs to land. In the ditch. Right there. Now the way I like to do this is basically I step back. As soon as you hear the boulder roll, run as fast as you can. Run as fast as you can. Step back, let the boulder roll over you, and the gate is open. The boulder is in that ditch. Now before you leave, don't forget the key that's in this room. You don't want to forget that. Don't worry about that slope. There's nothing up there. Now, if you're worried about getting crushed by the boulder while you're in this room, you can save your game. If you don't want to reload back at the last save point. Now, the only god room I have left is Damocles. Now, if you're wondering how hard the Damocles room is, you're about to find out. if this is your first time playing Tomb Raider, if you never played it before. But I'm gonna go and get rid of Pierre and those lions down there. Be very careful while making your hops run over here. Also be careful of dropping down there if you want to get rid of Pierre and the lions. Sometimes if it's hard to shoot the enemies, sometimes you'll have to drop down to get them. If it takes a while for the enemies to come out. Pierre is gone and out of the way. Now comes the Damocles Thor room. The Damocles room. Now the first thing you'll notice when you enter the Damocles room is that there's a bunch of swords on the ceiling. But right away, you don't have to worry about them. The swords are up on the ceiling, all the way up there, but they will not fall. They'll fall, however, but after you pick up the key. Running through this room all the way to the end is the easy part, but leaving this room is the hard part. This door opens as soon as you approach it. And here's the key for Damocles room. Also don't forget the pickups that's up on the ledge above. Now as soon as you leave this room, you want to be very careful while making your way out of here. Because now those swords are activated. And to get through this, very carefully walk, don't run. Also, you can also save your game at this point as well too. If you're worried about dying and not making your way through this. Now, very carefully, if you look on the ground, you notice the shadows that's spinning. That's how you know that the swords are getting ready to fall. You want the swords to come at you at an angle. You want to take it easy while making your way out of here. You want to be very cautious while at the same time making your way out of here. And try not to take too much damage from the swords while at the same time making your way out of here. And Tomb Raider Anniversary, this room that I'm in, Damocles, isn't the hardest. Alright, that's the last of the swords to worry about. Getting the key is the easy part, but leaving is the hard part. Now that you've found all 4 of the keys, all you gotta do is place the keys into the lock to finish, and after you place the keys into the locks, that door opens. Now, very carefully look at the keys. The keys basically have to match the locks. And if you choose the wrong key, Lara Croft will say no. That's how you know that the key is not the right one that goes into the lock. And you can tell which key goes where if you look at the colored locks. This one here is Thor. This one is Damocles. This next key right here, the second lock, is the Atlas key, which is the darkest key. And the last lock on the left over there is the Neptune key. After you place the last key into the lock, the door opens. And that is the end of this level, and I'll see you in the next level. Level 6. And here is my status. Excuse me. That's the end of this level. See you next part.